Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. All 17 residents of the Traditions of La Crosse Assisted Living Facility are displaced following a fire Saturday afternoon. First responders got the call around 3:30 p.m. Saturday and immediately began evacuating the residents. Now, according to a release by the La Crosse Police Department, the fire spread throughout the building and agencies from Campbell, Dakota, Hoka, Nodine, and Onalaska all assisted the La Crosse Fire Department extinguishing the blaze. The American Red Cross and First Lutheran Church of La Crosse are assisting those displaced. No work yet on the cause of the fire as the incident remains under investigation.
We had a drastic switch up in terms of our temperatures today. After being nearly 20 degrees above average yesterday, we finally got to feel fall again. Here's a look at our observed high temperatures: 66 degrees in La Crosse, 63 in Eau Claire, much closer to average for this time of year, right on par for it actually, maybe a couple degrees above in some locations, but other than that, a gorgeous day out there. That's going to continue as we move into Monday as well. We're looking at highs in the mid to upper 60s. Those overnight lows going into the early morning. It's going to get a little bit chilly though. We have some clear skies going into overnight with some light winds that really allows for temperatures to get a little bit cooler at night. Because of that, we are expecting our first widespread frost going into the overnight period. Now, there has been some areas already that have seen their first frost as we get through the month of September, but this is really the first time that we're going to see a widespread one. Now, there is that frost advisory out going until about 9 a.m. Monday morning for most of the area apart from the folks living near the Mississippi River Valley. Now, there could be some isolated areas of some hard freeze as well tonight too, so definitely make sure you cover up your plants or bring them inside, especially if they're susceptible to those colder temperatures.
Definitely something to be aware of, Nicole. Thank you for that. The presidential election is only 30 days away, and today former President Donald Trump made his fourth campaign stop in Wisconsin in just over a week. Today's visit to Juneau brings his total visits to the state to 8 during this election cycle. Trump has prioritized Wisconsin after narrowly losing the state to Biden during the 2020 election. During today's rally, he praised J.D. Vance for his performance at the vice presidential debate against Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
How good did J.D. Vance do the other night? Right? That was a good pick.
Vice President Kamala Harris took the night off the campaign trail, but will launch a media blitz this week. An interactive storytelling project is expanding to the north side of La Crosse. The Hear Here project has been telling stories in downtown La Crosse since 2015. Sites are marked with an orange sign, and if you see the sign, call the number and enter the site number to hear a story that happened in the exact spot you are standing. Organizers say they expanded the project to the north side to highlight stories that may have been overlooked.
So we've had Hear Here in downtown, and we wanted to expand to the north side to capture half of our city that tends to be overlooked at times, and we wanted to share these stories on the north side.
You can visit the stops on the historic La Crosse bus tour or find them on your own. About 70 Hear Here stops have been added to La Crosse's north side. The 55th running of the Oktoberfest race weekend is officially coming to a close. The race originally started as a 2-day event in the 70s and 80s, but it wasn't until the early 90s that it grew even bigger. Now it's become a cherished tradition throughout the community. The short track racing event featured 16 divisions with over 400 cars in attendance. Some of the cars on display today featured vintage car heats with 8 laps and vintage cars feature with 15-lap races. Now, the assistant promoter says that fans come from all over the United States just to watch the races.
Fans come from all over the country to be here and be part of it, and they watch it online and what have you. But it's just been it's an awesome event, and it's very exciting, very great racing. If you're a race fan, you really enjoy it. If you're a casual race fan, you think it's pretty cool too. So we're blessed to be able to host this event.
For more information on this year's race, you can visit their website at oktoberfestraceweekend.com. The Winona Jazz Trio H30 held a free concert to support the Lutheran Campus Center in Winona. This year was the 4th annual Sweet Sounds concert at the Faith Lutheran Center. The concert was held outside because of a fire that damaged the building earlier in the week. The Sweet Sounds concert helped rally the church members as they wait for their building to be repaired.
Do a lot of good. They serve a number of students on campus, and I've been connected with them for years through friends, and I'm also a church musician, so it just seemed to make perfect sense.
The Sweet Sounds concert also offered free homemade desserts for all who attended. Hurricane Milton is intensifying in the Gulf of Mexico and heading towards the Florida Peninsula. Those details when we return after the break.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain, not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed.
Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $1,200. Visit any of your Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
When I walked into these old buildings 35 years ago, I never imagined it would look like this. I never imagined we'd serve 12,000 homeowners. I never imagined I'd celebrate my 80th birthday here, and I never imagined that my then 10-year-old daughter would become the new general manager. But here we are, solid as a rock, carrying on a tradition of exceptional quality and service.
Celebrate our 35 years with your savings on new windows and doors, bathroom or kitchen, siding, sunroom, or deck.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Another hurricane is taking aim at Florida. The National Weather Service says Hurricane Milton is intensifying in the Gulf of Mexico and is expected to move northeast towards the Florida Peninsula by the middle of the week. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports from Tampa.
Milton is now a hurricane.
As 6 southern states continue to deal with the devastation Hurricane Helene left behind, the Gulf Coast of Florida is now bracing for Milton. The storm is forecast to make landfall around the middle of the week.
The forecast currently calls for the storm to reach potentially a Category 4 with landfall at a Category 3.
While Milton gathered steam over the weekend, Floridians prepared.
Making sure all the sandbags are at our doorstep garage, and that's the most preparation we're going to do.
We're just doing it to help out our grandma, but we're going to get like groceries later and stuff in case it's really bad.
The storm was on track to become a major hurricane with the Tampa Bay area in its path.
The entire Florida Peninsula on the Gulf side has the potential to have major impacts from storm surge. How that storm ultimately develops in terms of the track will obviously have a big impact in terms of which areas are going to get more damage than others.
Forecasters say Milton could potentially cross Florida and head out into the Atlantic. That would spare Georgia and the Carolinas from anything like the catastrophic impact Helene delivered. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Tampa, Florida.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis expanded his emergency declaration on Sunday to more than 50 of the state's 67 counties. He said Floridians should prepare for more power outages and make sure they have a week's worth of food and water and are ready to evacuate if needed. Coming up on News 8, the U.S. job market added 254,000 jobs in September. Those details when we return.
And after a cooler day, we're seeing those cooler temperatures transition into the overnight period with widespread frost possible for much of the area tonight. I'll have all the details coming up after the break.
Right now, it's Home Furniture's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Find savings throughout the showroom like this Stacy sofa, now just $6.99. Hurry in. The preferred customer event ends Monday at Home Furniture.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. These places employ us, sponsor the Little League team, and feed and clothe us. That's why I'm proud of the work I've done to support our business community. I know that the side of the aisle you're on matters less than being on the side of our main streets. No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle, and I'm working for our businesses, working for our communities, and I'm working for you.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Guys, just like pivoting from cooling to heating season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot into winter, called GNTs.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
It's the National Area Rug Sale at Homeworld Rugs. All rugs are 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. These 5x8 size featured rugs are now just $169 each. Every area rug is on sale now. The National Area Rug Sale at Homeworld Rugs.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The U.S. job market added 254,000 jobs in September. Friday's report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics blew past expectations of 140,000 additional jobs. Unemployment also dipped 4.1%. Investors are hopeful the new data signals a soft landing for the economy. However, they acknowledge that the strong job market could also keep inflation from cooling. The jobs report comes just weeks after the Federal Reserve decided to cut interest rates by 0.5 percentage point. Now, new inflation reports are expected this week and could shed light on the next move. Well, it was certainly feeling more like October today in La Crosse, and with that, let's send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki for our weekend weather forecast.
Yes, the temperatures out there were we didn't really have a lot to complain about, especially after our warmer Saturday. We finally got to feel fall again on this October Sunday. However, there was a little bit of an impact. We did have those strong wind gusts across much of the area. Here's a look at our maximum wind gusts from today. 35 miles an hour in La Crosse, up to 43 miles an hour at one point in Eau Claire. It was gusty out there, similar to what we saw on Saturday. Thankfully, though, it's not really looking like these gusty winds are going to continue on into the next few days. Here's a look at our winds for tomorrow. Look at that, just sitting in 3 to 4 mile an hour range to start the morning off. Really only getting 10 to 15 miles an hour tomorrow. So you could feel it at times, but after this gustier weekend, it's really not going to feel like much in terms of our impact. So much calmer conditions going forward. Now going into tonight, the those winds are going to continue to calm down, and that's going to give a good environment for seeing some frost, especially with these overnight lows. La Crosse is going to be our warmest spot, seeing possibly 40 degrees, could linger in the upper 30s, and that's going to be a good trend along the Mississippi River Valley, where those temperatures will just be a few degrees warmer, possibly warm enough where we won't really see that frost, as usually you need around 36 degrees or less to start seeing the frost. Now for the rest of the area, widespread frost looks to be like it is a very strong possibility tonight, and even some small isolated pockets of a harder freeze as well. Seeing Sparta and Black River Falls below 30 degrees, and some of those northern counties as well getting below freezing. So that's going to be a real possibility tonight. Here's that frost advisory. Again, most of the areas under it except for those counties near the Mississippi River Valley. Definitely take that into account if you have any outdoor plants that don't really do well in that colder weather. So tonight is going to be our strongest chance again of seeing that light freeze in some pockets of areas. However, most of us are sitting in that chance for the frost. And then going later in the week, we'll still see a likely frost possibly going into Tuesday morning. Wednesday could maybe see some small patchy areas of frost, but after that we're going to feel a gradual warm up going throughout the week, and we really won't have to worry about frost towards the end of the week. Here's what that's going to look like. It's going to be a pretty quiet, dry, and calm week ahead of us. We have high pressure sitting above us to start the week off, and then we're going to stay pretty around normal to start the week, but as we can see, this big warm front is kind of looming over. By Thursday, it'll start crossing into our area, bringing a warmer air mass in for Friday, going into Saturday as well. But after that, we'll hopefully feel that cooling effect from that cold front. Now, just because it's a quiet weather week up here doesn't mean that it is across the country. Here's that track for Milton. Right now, forecasters have it maxing out at around a Category 4, thankfully decreasing in intensity a little bit, getting down into a Category 3 as it makes landfall. So we'll definitely be thinking of our friends down in Florida as that pans out. But our highs tomorrow are going to be pretty nice again, staying in the upper 60s, right around normal. We'll feel a gradual warm up as we go throughout the week. Still feeling like fall towards the beginning, but after that, slowly getting into the upper 70s, possibly seeing another 80 out there. But then as we get into the beginning of next week, we'll have a big cool off pretty quickly, finally getting back to normal again. I mean, during fall, it's not unusual to have those roller coasters. We just kind of got to go with it.
Absolutely. Probably wear a hoodie or a long sleeve, maybe bundle up, especially towards the evening hours.
Yeah, overnight it might get a little chilly.
Sounds like a plan. Nicole, thank you. And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Sarah Rank of La Crosse with Evening Serenity. Every week, we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you would like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, and click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. Well, coming up in sports, NFL football. The Vikings in action across the pond, while the Packers are out on the West Coast taking on the Rams. Kate has the highlights after the break.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Who's that Derek Van Orden think he is? He thinks he's better than us. Like that time he screamed at somebody, I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman.
Language! Who does Derek Van Orden think he is, supporting an abortion ban?
I'm Rebecca Cook. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up on a dairy farm, run a small business, and I wait tables. Around here, we work hard, respect our neighbors' freedoms, and aren't looking for special treatment. We need one of us to represent us. That's why I approve this message.
Maxwell White, done right.
Maxwell White Plumbing proudly announces our first annual food drive in celebration of being in business for 30 years and our commitment to the communities we serve. From October 1st to 31st, we're partnering with the La Crosse Hunger Task Force. Donate while our professionals are at your home, at our West Salem location, or directly to the Hunger Task Force in La Crosse. As a thank you, get $15 off your service and we'll donate an additional $15 on your behalf. Join us in making a difference this October.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Week 5 of the NFL season, maybe the first somewhat normal week for Jordan Love, besides for the fact he's missing Christian Watson due to an injury and Romeo Doubs due to a suspension. But the Rams defense has some holes and the Packers look to take advantage. Let's go to SoFi out in LA. First quarter action, 2nd and 10 for the Packers. Love on play action, dropping back, has some time, and he's going deep right into triple coverage. But Jayden Reed doesn't care, makes the catch anyway. Let's take one more look at it. Oh yeah, that's nice. What a play, what a catch. Very next play, Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs, gets stuffed at the line, but bounces it outside, and Jacobs gets in for the score, his first of the season. Packers go up 7. But the Rams would answer. 3rd and goal at the 1, and they hand it to Kyren Williams up the middle. Rams tie this game at 7. And then disaster would strike. 2 minutes until the half. Love on 3rd and 12, rolling out, feeling the pressure, and makes a terrible throw right into the hands of the defense for a pick 6. That was the bad, but here's the good. Second half, Pack down 3, and Love on 2nd and 6 has a man. That's Tucker Kraft. And then watch the tight end turn on the Jets. He uses the stiff arm, picks up a block all the way in for the touchdown. Green Bay goes up 4. Rams needing a response, 3rd and 1. Stafford goes deep, but Xavier McKinney picking it off for the 5th straight game. This man is unstoppable. He's going to return it out to midfield, give the Packers some good field possession, and then a few plays later, 2nd and goal. Love goes right back to Kraft on the tight end screen, and Kraft gets in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Packers up 11. But the Rams not going away. 1st and goal, Stafford finds Tutu Atwell for the score. 2-point conversion, no good. Packers led by 5, and the Rams get one more chance. Stafford on 4th and 5, but the pass is broken up, and the Packers take the win 24-19. A rough start for Love and company, but a strong finish.
Obviously, like I said, the pick, it was a bad decision, and it's tough, and you saw about how you respond and bounce back.
Control is how you respond to everything, and I think, specifically with Jordan, I think that's one of his superpowers.
It was one of the more uglier plays I've seen in a long time, but hey, that's just life sometimes. When it goes wrong, you got to find a way to power through and make it work, and that's exactly what Love did, going 7 for 7 after the pick 6 for 141 yards, connecting with Kraft for 2 second-half touchdowns. There are definitely some things to clean up this week as the Packers welcoming in the Arizona Cardinals next Sunday at noon. We'll have more on that matchup later this week. Let's go across the pond. Minnesota Vikings looking to go 5-0 as they face off against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets over in London. Early in this one, Vikings up 3, but the toss goes right through the hands of Ty Chandler, and it's scooped up by the New York defense. Disaster for the Vikings. But a few plays later, Rodgers quick pass, and it's picked off right into the hands of Andrew Van Ginkel, and look at him fly. Nobody gonna catch him. Takes it all the way to Buckingham Palace. Touchdown Vikings. Van Ginkel showing the British what Rock Valley, Iowa is all about. Next, New York drive. Rodgers on 3rd and 8, but the overthrows his receiver, and Cam Bynum with the pick. Rodgers not a good start in this one. Later, 4 minutes left in the half. Vikings on 1st and goal, and they give it to the fullback C.J. Ham, taking it in for 6. Vikings up 17. But after a big kick return, Jets trying to get a score in before the half, and Rodgers finds Allen Lazard, all reliable. Jets pull within 10 at the half. Let's go to the fourth quarter. After a Sam Darnold interception, Rodgers on 1st and goal, plenty of time, finds Garrett Wilson open for 6. Jets pull within 3. But Darnold would bounce back. 2nd and 9, he's going to find Justin Jefferson for the big pickup. That gets the Vikings in field goal range. They would go up 6. Jets with one last chance. Rodgers going to the sideline, but he's picked off. Stephon Gilmore. It's the 3rd Rodgers interception of the day, and that would cost them. Vikings win 23-17.
We definitely left yards, points out there, So it's definitely, room for improvement and, room to work. So I'm excited for this bye week to get a rest and, get back to it. But we definitely need to fix some things.
Jefferson spot on with that one. Definitely things to work on, but when it's a game in London, I think just getting out with a win is most important. Vikings 5-0 for the first time since 2016, where they would then finish 8-8 and miss the playoffs. Vikings with a bye next week and then a big division game against the Lions on October 20th. So here's how the NFC North standings are looking. Vikings, of course, at the top at 5-0. Lions on a bye this week. They're currently 3-1, while the Packers and the Bears are both 3-2. How about that? All 4 teams in the division above 500, so things are certainly going to get spicy. In the WNBA today, the Minnesota Lynx fell to the Suns, so there will be a Game 5 on Tuesday with the winner facing the Liberty in the WNBA Finals. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
ADHD, ADD, mouth breathing, and bedwetting are signs your child may have a myofunctional disorder. If left untreated, it may cause other health problems. There is help with myofunctional therapy at Allen Dental. Contact Allen Dental today to schedule your evaluation.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years. And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away. But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone. But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Join us for the 25th Annual Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Over 100 vendors with a wide variety of crafts, gifts, home decor, jewelry, clothing, art, and much more. The La Crosse Area Farmers Market Association is holding the Friday Cameron Park Farmers Market now through October 25th.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I need Allen Dental. Dr. Allen, you're my only hope.
At Allen Dental, we have hope for excessive snoring and disruptive sleep. Come to us for myofunctional therapy and oral sleep appliance.
It's not every day that you hear a friend or a loved one reaching the century mark, but one remarkable lady from Milwaukee is truly pushing the boundaries. Take a look.
Happy birthday to you.
Surrounded by friends honoring her special date, Lily Riley is blowing out her birthday candles, marking 107 years of life.
How does it feel to have all of your friends here celebrating?
It's wonderful. I think it's really, really nice.
makes it a really special day.
The little gathering was organized by Lily's caretaker and friend, DJ Jankowitz.
How many people do you know that live to 107? How many people? I mean, it's just not out there. And if they are at 107, they don't know they're at 107.
DJ tells me what makes Lily's age most impressive is the way the 107-year-old carries herself.
She never complains. She's always smiling, and she's smart as can be.
Of DJ's roughly 12 clients, she says Lily may be the oldest, but is also the easiest to work with.
Lives on her own, and I take care of her less than anybody else I work with, and she's fun.
The birthday girl maintaining her independence and wit for more than a century.
What do you think it is that's kept you, going for so long?
I don't know. If I knew, I could write a book and make $1 million.
Lily has plans to continue celebrating her birthday tomorrow with her family. In Milwaukee, Tahlil Muhaddin, TMJ4 News.
Stay with us. We'll have one final check of your forecast after the break.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Right now, it's Home Furniture's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Find savings throughout the showroom like this Stacy sofa, now just $6.99. Hurry in. The preferred customer event ends Monday at Home Furniture.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The top-notch teacher is really important to our organization. You know, our family's been giving back, and our team for 5 generations, over 100 years, because our mission statement is to keep people moving. And as I think about the greater La Crosse region, our teachers is what keeps our kids moving, what keeps our community moving. And so it really aligns well with what we're up about at Dahl Automotive, giving back. Our teachers are just so important, so if we can support them in any way, then that makes a big difference.
I'm Stacy Klein. As a volleyball mom, I remember looking forward to our week for team snacks. But now even the generic brands are expensive. And while career politicians are busy pointing fingers and bickering, Wisconsin families are still suffering. That's why I'm running for state senate, to lower the cost of living, cut taxes, and get Madison back to working as a team again. Because Western Wisconsin families are tired of settling for generic brands and generic politicians.
Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here to Fiesta. Grilled old white made chicken is here to Fiesta. And creamy Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. That's kind of its thing. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos at Taco John's.
At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. Relax. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners that can create a home. Last a lifetime. Our flooring from Sealands is perfect for muddy feet
and water balloon fights!
Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
When the threat is real.
All right, we still have another tornado warning now.
First Warn Weather is here for you.
So we're going to continue to monitor this once again.
It's in the name, keeping you safe before and as it happens.
And then for the morning commute, we're looking at heavy rain potential.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. On air, in your hand, and online. When you need us.
We'll continue to update you throughout the night with a severe weather outbreak.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Here's your last reminder to take any plants in tonight, or at least cover them up, because it's going to get a little bit chilly and go over into the daytime as well, staying in the upper 60s.
Well, good luck to all the golfers golfing tomorrow morning, because that is going to be a cold one.
It's going to be some hard greens out there.
Well, we wish them the best. Well, we want to thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. Have a great week, everyone.